semi-final.
At Filbert Street to see if Wycombe's imagination could become a reality was Tony Gubber.
Wycombe take the stage for this showpiece FA Cup tie with a team of understudies, with half a dozen senior players injured. Anyone fit plays, and that includes on-loan striker George Clegg, a 20-year-old who hasn't been certain of his place in Manchester United reserves this season, but he makes his FA Cup debut. At least Wycombe do have two players back today from suspension. Paul McCarthy comes into central defence and Michael Simpson back into midfield. But the task facing the team from Division 2 is emphasised by the plight of 19-year-old right wing-back Ben Townsend, who finds himself having to contain the wing play of Leicester City's Steve Guppy, a player who was part of the Wycombe success during the early 90s, but who, because of an injury to Callum Davidson, now finds himself suddenly playing against his old club. Well, Leicester's other changes: Stefan Oakes comes in for the cup-tied Junior Lewis, Andrew Impey for the injured Frank Sinclair, and with names like Elliott, Izzard and Sturridge, Wycombe's task today really does look daunting. Let's hope that Wycombe's fairy tale doesn't become a nightmare. This is their 9th FA Cup tie in this run, in a season in which they will play at least 62 games. Well, Laurie Sanchez made a fantastic piece of FA Cup history when he scored the winning goal for Wimbledon against Liverpool in 1988. And he's written another chapter here as the manager of Wycombe. This is the furthest the club have ever been in this competition. Impey. Savage! Plucked out of the air by Martin Taylor. It's the first attempt at goal that Leicester City have created. Comfortably saved by a player who once lost 2 years of his career with a very badly broken left leg. Oh, it was a good shot by Bullman. Almost caught Simon Royce off guard. Needed a sharp save down at the foot of that near post. It's a corner. That's Bates taking up a position on that near post. McCarthy just ahead of him. Well, that's exactly where the ball was delivered. Cleared by Savage to Sturridge. Here's Townsend, in left-footed. Elliott didn't get it, and behind him did, and it was Clegg. Wycombe will be quite content to have got through the opening 30 minutes or so without any damage inflicted, other than a couple of fairly orthodox saves for goalkeeper Martin Taylor. Savage has got very angrily to his feet. Gary Rowett trying to calm down Robbie Savage. Sometimes is a difficult thing to do. And sensed at the challenge of Steve Brown, who will be cautioned. Looking by his header, it's Bates. Izzard wins it, but at the expense of a free kick. Impey's header. Savage. Here's Brown. It's nicely struck. What a good strike it was. It was curling towards that top right-hand corner. Simon Royce with the first really testing save. It's Impey. This is Clegg. To Ryan! Oh, he got his head to it as well. What a decent chance right at the start of the second half. And Keith Ryan playing up front with so many of Wycombe's strikers injured. There's no Andy Rammell, the top scorer. Sean Devine's a long-term injury. That was a really decent cross from the Manchester United youngster. Is it? No room in which to operate. Foul, though, by Townsend. Free kick. Is it to take it? Oh! Sturridge didn't quite get the header that was required to knock it back across goal. Impey working as a defender, battling with Clegg. Free kick. Simpson dragged down. There's a tenacity about Wycombe, in particular the midfield pairing of Simpson and Bullman. So Brown will take the free kick. Crowded penalty area. Oh, that's a header! It's McCarthy! Wycombe have taken the lead! Paul McCarthy, the central defender, up for the set piece. His 7th goal of the season, and unbelievably, Wycombe take the lead. Was there any suggestion there of an own goal by the defender? I think it was Akinbaye. Well, would you believe it? The team are threadbare of strikers, and it's a defender who's got the opening goal. Paul McCarthy, the former Republic of Ireland under-21 international, who scored one of the penalties in the shootout against Wimbledon, with the game's opening goal. Looked on by Ryan. Elliott wonders where Clegg is. Puts it out. Simpson with the throw. Brown with the header. Oh, it was a great header as well from Steve Brown. Peter Taylor with cause to be very thoughtful. Appointed to this job in June of last year, and it's been success all the way since. But Laurie Sanchez, or is he going to pull off yet another of the FA Cup's biggest ever shocks? It's tackled. Eady. Surely they must. Muzzy is it. Makes it one apiece. And for the first time, really, Wycombe's defence has been pulled apart. It was a simple goal for us to score. An excellent break, and where were the covering defenders? Suddenly there weren't any. And all Eady had to do was get it across to the feet of Muzzy Izzet, and it's 1-1. It's now Muzzy Izzet's best ever season for goals. Previously on 10, which equalled his best. Oh, it is another chance. Akinbaye, brilliant save by Martin Taylor. Is it forced to turn away? Impey. The Leicester City threatening there to score twice in the space of a minute. You can only say that Wycombe's guard had gone down. And Akinbaye had the chance then to make himself a real Leicester City hero. And he raised the memory of the departure of £11 million Emile Heskey. But it was an excellent save by the man who used to be the understudy to Peter Shilton at Derby County. Here's Brown to Townsend. Oh, it gets away from Eady. Eady then gets back at him and concedes a free kick. Now, an opportunity for Wycombe to crowd the penalty area. Steve Brown will take the free kick. Leicester will remember the opening goal by McCarthy. Bates is in there as well this time, so too is Cousins. Was headed out under his own goalpost by Matt Elliott. Back in by Brown. Oh, that looked suspicions of handball maybe by Oakes. It's a Leicester throw, and Laurie Sanchez is remonstrating with the referee's assistant on this near side. So are some of the Wycombe players. It looked to be handball by Stephen Oakes. It's the first time Sanchez has allowed his cool to crack. He's remained very impressive during this cup tie, even when his side took the lead. But that certainly looked like handball. Well, did it hit the upper arm? It was certainly a close call. And Lawrie Sanchez is well, he's been sent off. Oh, that's a disappointment for the Wycombe manager. Lawrie Sanchez ordered out of the dugout and into the dressing room by Steve Bennett for a protest against a lack of a flag from the referee's assistant. There's Lawrie Sanchez. He's in the area down below the main stand where we do the interviews, and there's a monitor there. He's watching the closing minutes of this game. Came off the head of McCarthy. It's a Leicester corner. 4 minutes of added on time to get a result and perhaps deny Wycombe a replay back at Adams Park. Guppy takes the corner. Taggart! Might have been a free kick given anyway against Terry Taggart. Gunnarsson. Here's young Lee, just on as a substitute. Wycombe are prepared to push players forward in these last few moments. Got a free kick as well against Gunnarsson. It's another packed penalty area. Lewis can only punch. From Bullman. Oh yes! Isando! Unbelievable! 2-1 Wycombe lead. We're into added on time, and the wonder story in the FA Cup continues. This is a player who answered an appeal on the Wycombe website for players. Used to play for Motherwell, but more recently has played his football abroad in Austria and Finland. He's on a week-to-week contract. An Irish Ghanaian who was born in Belfast. Oh, there's a red card being shown. Well, Lawrie Sanchez, celebrating the goal, will now be disappointed that a red card has been shown to Steve Brown. So Wycombe, the second cup tie in succession, are down to 10 men. But the difference this time is there isn't 50 minutes left to play. We're into the last 2 or 3 minutes of added on time. And unbelievably, Wycombe lead Premiership Leicester City 2-1 on their own ground, and are now within touching distance of a place in the FA Cup semi-finals. You just couldn't write stories like this. It's a corner to Leicester. What more drama? Wycombe. Guppy will take the corner. Elliott's in there, Rowett's there. Header was by Rowett, but it was always too high. And a few more precious seconds tick away. And would you believe it? The name of Wycombe Wanderers to go into the draw for the semi-finals of the FA Cup. It's just unbelievable. And in all the great history of this competition, all the great chapters and all the great things that have happened, this will surely rank alongside the greatest of them. Impey feeds it back to his goalkeeper. And don't forget, Sunderland and Liverpool have played here at Filbert Street in the last 2 Premiership games, and both failed to score. Wycombe have scored twice. Steve Bennett checks his watch. Oh, it's all over. Wycombe are in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And all around, there's great emotion. Terrible disappointment for Leicester City. underestimate the performance of Wycombe Wanderers. And now, along with his number 2, Terry Gibson, Laurie Sanchez, the manager who was sent off, can emerge from the tunnel and join in the celebration. Bewilderment on the faces of Leicester City supporters. But it's joy unbridled for Wycombe. Could they go all the way? Could they get to the FA Cup final itself? But the final score here at Leicester is Leicester 1, Wycombe Wanderers 2.
Roy, no offence, but who are you?
Good question. Roy Sando.
But where did you come from? Tell us the story of how you joined Wycombe.
Yeah, I was playing in Finland, so I've just finished playing in Finland in November, and I've been over in England since then, obviously, and I'm trying to get a team in England, so my agent fixed me up with this move to Wycombe, so I've been here 2 weeks. I don't really know most of the players, but it's my third appearance for them, so brilliant.